It's true when they say it's easier to make war than make peace. And the Ukraine-Russia war is a testament of that. On 24th of February, in a lengthy national address, the Russian president declared a war against Ukraine. And since then, we have all seen what has happened and what has unfolded. Tonight on Fine Print, we are not going to talk about the war. We want to talk about peace. Rather, the two versions of peace. One is Russia's and the other is Ukraine's. When Vladimir Putin launched what he called a special military operation, it wasn't clear what the end goal was. Was it to capture the Donbas region? Was it to capture Kiev? Or was it to establish a pro-Russia leader like Belarus? Now, 1 year on, there is some clarity, if not all. Kremlin has said that it is open to talks on one condition, if the quote-unquote new territorial realities are not ignored. What Moscow is hinting at here are the four regions that saw referendums: Luhansk, Donetsk, Kherson and Zaporizhia in eastern Ukraine. On papers, Russia might claim these as their own. But on the ground, fighting is still on. Even if we put this aside for a moment, the conditions don't look ideal for peace because Ukraine has a polar opposite version of peace. Kiev has made it clear that an end to the war can only be possible when all Russian soldiers have left the Ukrainian land. And the land here is not what Russia has redrawn, but what you see on the maps. At this point, is this wishful thinking? Let me explain why I'm asking this. Even before the war started, the entirety of Luhansk and Donetsk were not fully controlled by Ukraine. There used to be a separatist line. Parts were controlled by rebel leaders who are pro-Russia and have two demands. One, either a separate state, or two, become part of Russia. Now, this line, of course, does not exist today. The line has been pushed far inside Ukraine and more lands have fallen to Russian soldiers and separatists. So I ask again, are Ukraine's demands realistic for peace to be achieved? Like any war, this war is also complex. Peace talks have launched, then faltered, and have been revived multiple times. But a war in the 21st brings its own set of complexities. Indirectly, there are a lot of partners involved now. Some are supplying weapons, some are agreeing to become launch pads, while others are commenting, standing afar. It is an ongoing war, so it is not possible to predict which of the dynamics might lead to peace. However, to reach there needs to be a pace table first. Something experts say does not exist at the moment. To bring Vladimir Putin and Volodymyr Zelensky on the opposing sides of the table, there needs to be a lot of compromise and mediators in the middle. Now, if that will be China, India or the West, that remains to be seen.
Трагічну долю своїх колег.